Right. Now we are ready to start programming. Let's start our very first program. Don't worry if none of this makes sense to you just yet. So we've made our program. Now to compile this program, all you need to do is type gcc followed by the file name. No news is good news in this case. If you don't get any errors or warnings, what that means is you had a successful compilation. However, until you're quite a bit experienced, and in fact even after that, you should probably be suspicious of a clean compile as such on the very first try. So now let's look at what we have here. We have two files. One is hello.c, which is what I made just now, and we have a.exe. Let's run that. And if you're doing this on Linux, you will find a.out. So what you should actually type is /a.out. Alright, but since I'm on Windows, a.exe. And it prints out hello world with a line break. So let's see what actually happened here. So first is this hash include standardio.h. So because we want to do some printing, we need a library to provide us with that functionality, because that is not actually a part of the main body of C language. So this standardio.h is what's known as a header file. Alright, for now all you need to know is that header files provide us with additional functionality. And in this case, standardio.h provides us with the functionality of printing and scanning. So now we come to this printf statement here. It's actually a function. It's the printf function. So to printf, we can pass a string. And if you observe, there is this \n, and that is what causes a new line. So whenever you want a new line, you just put \n. So let's just have a look. Yeah. So that's the way \n works. Now let's have a look at this int main over here. This is an example of a function. It's of type int, which means that the return value is an integer. So don't worry too much about functions. It will be coming up in one of the later modules of this week. So all you need to worry about is this main bit right here. So what this means is that this is the main body of code from which it should start executing. You may have functions above, you may have functions below. Doesn't matter. Your program starts from here. That's what it means for it to be main. Now this return 0 is more of convention. If your program returns 0, all it means is that your program ran successfully without any errors and you successfully reached the end of the program. And in fact, some compilers won't work with programs unless firstly the main function is of type int, secondly it returns 0. So make it a habit, no matter what program you're writing, first make your int main return 0, then add whatever you want. So the last thing I want to show you now is to do some calculations using printf. So if I do printf 3 plus 5 is equal to %d \n Yeah. And it need not just be one thing. So what's happening here is this %d is what's known as a format specifier. So what this %d means is it basically tells the program as such. It tells that here I'm waiting for an integer, and that integer is specified later over here. And it need not just be one integer. I mean, for each format specifier, you need to have one corresponding value, but you can have multiple format specifiers in one print statement, like 3 plus 5 is equal to %d, and that times 7 is equal to %d backslash n, 3 plus 5 times 7. Now the only thing you need to take care of is firstly that the number of format specifiers is the same as the number of values which you give after that. Right then, see you in the next module.